Today we're gonna be checking out one of my favorite builders in the San Antonio area, Ashton Woods. We're actually looking at one of their brand new neighborhood. It's called the Wilder. It's here on the east side of town. And as you can see, I mean, they don't even have sod on the lawn yet. So this is a very early look into the neighborhood, alongside building stunning and actually quite affordable homes. They also, in this neighborhood, have an insane tax rate. It's gonna be 1.73, which is one of the lowest tax rates with new construction that we see nowadays. Nonetheless, alongside giving you a tour of this gorgeous model, we're gonna let you know what's going on in and around this neighborhood. Let's get straight into it. In the Wilder, Ashton Woods model home is going to be the gauge floor plan. This is gonna be just over 3,000 square feet, two-story home. It has a 2-car garage, 5-bedroom standard with 3 bathrooms, really 3.5 bathrooms, I should say, on this model. And in this neighborhood, Ashton Woods is gonna start in the mid 300,000s, but most of their inventory is gonna be between 350 and 435,000. So as you can see right here, you have the 2-car garage. I love the brick and the stone that they have going on here with a little bit of the siding. And also, if you do want to check out the other homes that they have available in this neighborhood, go to the pinned comment. That is going to be a link to every home for sale in the neighborhood. But I want to start right here before we go inside with this nice little covered patio. And I really like these like faux beams they have going on here. Gives it a really nice look here on the exterior. Right here, we're going to have a nice 8-foot door. It's glass and wood accented, which is nice. And then as we open the door, we kind of walk right here into a foyer with this office here on the left. So nice size office. You do have the double doors on either side. And as you can see, pretty good space. And I love how they have all these windows. They have those 3 up top there with the 2 that face the front of the home. As we continue, right here on the right is going to be the garage access. So again, 2-car garage. And then the left here, you do have your laundry. So enough space, obviously, for both units. They give you a little hanging rack up top. And then on the right, they put a kennel here, but really it's just more space if you want to put more storage, if you want to put the dog in here, or if you want to put an extra appliance. I like how they give you that additional space there. Right here is going to be that half bath I was telling you about. So obviously single vanity with the toilet. And then across the half bath, we actually have your coat closet. So nice storage opportunity right there. Before we go too deep, I do want to mention this really quick. Ashton Woods, since this is a 3,000 square foot home, they made this a 2-zone AC unit. So you have a zone for downstairs and a zone for upstairs. So you can regulate the temperature really well. Nonetheless, we open into the heart of the home. So kitchen on the right, dining tucked over there in the back with the living on my left. Let's start here in the living space. Pretty good size room. I actually kind of like how they have it laid out. If you've been to the channel before, you know I love a sectional, but I think this would be quite nice as well, where you have furniture on either side, as well as right here with the couch, so everyone can be facing that mounted TV. And then you have those 3 fixed windows back there, bringing in some pretty good natural light as well, which is always appreciated. Over here is going to be that dining space. I personally am never a fan really of a circle table. I would probably put some kind of rectangular square in here with a bench along that back wall for additional seating. But as you can see, enough space for probably a 5 to 6 seater, just depending on how big you end up wanting the table to be, as well as if you don't want it to interfere with the back door. And then we get to this gorgeous kitchen. So if I'm being honest, a little too much black color going on in here. I don't necessarily love the backsplash, but the good thing about this builder is that they allow you to build from the ground up and pick your finishes within the home. So they have multiple collections where you can pick a different flooring with a different tile, with a different backsplash, all that kind of good stuff, which is quite nice that they give you that opportunity in here. And then for you guys that are PCSing or want something a little sooner, they also have a bunch of quick move-ins. Regardless though, you do have this huge island with the seating going on right here. So additional 3 to 4 stools for that in-kitchen dining. on this massive island. I mean, this thing's actually quite big. Over here is going to be your built-in, so you have the microwave and the oven, a bunch of cabinets on this back wall, which is quite nice. And then this is going to be an electric neighborhood, so you are gonna have the electric cooktop with more of those nice cabinets up top. You do have the stainless steel range, and then you have the fridge nook with additional cabinetry on that side. Over here is gonna be a good old corner pantry. I absolutely love corner pantries. You have so much space in here since it's built into the corner like that. And then something else I love is that they have the sink on the island, really good for entertaining, whether people are in the dining room or the living room. And then they also do have the reverse osmosis system here for filtered water if you'd elect to buy filters. And then finally, we do have the dishwasher down below. We're actually gonna go check out the primary before we go out back. So let's go ahead and get over here. So tucked in the back right corner of the home is the primary suite. I love how they kept the vinyl into this room as well. I personally love putting rugs in my bedroom. So really nice that you can put a rug in here without having to have the carpet, right? And then this does face the backyard. So if the kids are out back playing on the trampoline, you can definitely take a look at them as well as get some nice natural light from that window. And then regarding the bathroom, really nice dual vanity going on here, right? They're not separate, but still plenty of space on the countertop. You have obviously the cabinets underneath. And then in this model, they put the stand-up shower, so a full shower that's actually a little bit extended with a tub as well. So you do have a tub and a shower without having a tub shower combo, which is always nice for the primary bedroom. Right here is gonna be that water closet, and then you have the traditional closet going on right here. Pretty decent size closet going on over here. They do have the metal hangers up there, and then right there is going to be your low voltage, so modem, router, all the Cat 6 cables will be going to one central hub, so you can have it all going straight into the modem right there, which is quite nice. And normally they put it in the main area, so primary bedroom, living room, office, that kind of stuff. Here is gonna be the door to the backyard. So as we open up, you're gonna come into a nice covered patio. This is going to be the standard option, which is nice. What I do love about this, but I shouldn't say about this, but this builder is they do put a covered patio pretty much on every inventory home that they have. And a lot of people that build from the ground up, obviously I like to put one in anyways. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, Quentin, where is the sod? Why is there no grass? So this is a brand new model. It literally just opened the other day. I got access to it a little bit earlier. So they haven't put the sod in yet. You will get front and back sod with this builder on pretty much every home. I shouldn't say pretty much, on every home. You will also get an irrigation or sprinkler system. So they have that set up already. Again, they just don't have the sod yet because there's a little bit of a water issue going on for this particular home site. Nonetheless, pretty good size lot. It's gonna be 50 width, so 50 wide, and then it's gonna be about 125 or so deep. Pretty standard lot here in the city of San Antonio. But again, just want to make sure you guys were understanding that this would come with backyard and front yard sod. Now let's take a look on the location for this community. So the Wilder is going to be on this far east side of San Antonio, a few miles south of where 1604 and I-10 East meet. With that, this area is going to be a little less developed, which is not always a bad thing. You get in a little early when the development comes. That normally brings a little bit more appreciation, which is awesome. Regardless though, when we're looking at like shopping, dining, entertainment, you're probably gonna have your best bet be the Forum, which is a shopping kind of dining destination on the northeast side of town. That's where 35 and 1604 meet, which is gonna be roughly 15 or 20 so minutes north on 1604, which isn't honestly that bad of a drive in certain areas of San Antonio. That's kind of the norm, but that's kind of what it's looking like right now for the Wilder. The good thing though is development is coming, whether it's neighborhoods or commercial. There's a lot of great stuff coming to the area. We already have an HEB confirmed. That's going to be roughly 5 or so minutes from the neighborhood. And H-E-B typically brings a lot of other development with leasing opportunities, which is just gonna bring you more shopping and dining experiences in the area. Alongside that, we also have Santi 51, which is gonna be a new development in Converse. It's going to be kind of similar to the Forum, shopping, dining, but it's going to look a little bit more intimate. It's on 51 acres, so it's a lot of land that they're going to be developing, which again is just going to bring more opportunity to the area. When you think of the commute from the neighborhood to actual downtown San Antonio, it's gonna be all highway, so it's very close. It's gonna be 15-ish, maybe 20 minutes, depending on traffic. And then for you frequent flyers, the airport is also gonna be probably 30 or so minutes from this particular neighborhood. Now, if we go actually inside the neighborhood, this isn't gonna be a huge master plan community. It's gonna be roughly 500 or so homes, and it's split into two different kind of sections, if you will. You have the Ashton Woods section, which is what we're looking at today, and then you have the Starlight section, which is Ashton Woods' sister company that's a little bit more on the affordable side. Either way though, you are gonna be in an HOA and it's gonna be $800 a year, but it does come with an amenity center. As you can see on screen, it looks actually pretty nice. Huge pool situation going on, and then all the other things you can expect in a modern day amenity center for neighborhoods in Texas. But where things I should say get really interesting is the tax rate. So this neighborhood has a 1.7% tax rate, which is really good when you think of the San Antonio average, just above 2%. So you save a good amount of money there on a monthly and yearly basis. But when you combine that with the already affordable homes, most of them being plus or minus 300,000, I mean, you get some really, really good monthly payments in here, which I'm sure you guys are obviously gonna love. And the last thing I wanted to mention is gonna be the schools. So you're gonna be zoned for East Central ISD. All the schools are gonna be fairly close, not too bad of a drive. And obviously here's the rating via niche.com. I think this neighborhood makes a lot of sense for people that work on this northeast/east side of town, or really like that side of town. Maybe you're PCS into Randolph, something of that nature. I think it makes a lot of sense with the tax rate, with the affordable homes, and obviously having a pretty nice amenity center coming soon. But with all that being said, let's go check out what's going on with the rest of this property. Now that we talked about the location a little bit, give you a little orientation. So through the back door towards the heart of the home, the front of the home's over there with the garage to the left, and we'll now go up the stairs. So I actually really love when stairs do this. They have kind of like a midway point, if you will, for some rest. Regardless though, pretty chill stairway into a nice loft area. So this loft is probably one of the biggest we've seen in most of the homes. I mean, you actually have two kind of flex rooms up here, which is nice. But as you can see, you have a TV on that wall. They have kind of like a little game area over there, as well as this absolutely ginormous couch on the back wall. So I think this would be perfect, especially with the size of the home. Most people that are gonna buy this home are gonna have kids. With that being said, they have their own area to play, hang out with their friends, whatever the case may be. And there's also a quiet area if you guys would like, maybe for homework, things of that nature that we'll see in a second. Nonetheless, here is gonna be the first bedroom upstairs. Pretty good size. It's probably gonna be one of the bigger ones. And then it does have a walk-in closet over there. And then you do have two additional bathrooms upstairs. So this one's gonna be kind of like a hall Jack and Jill. You have a dual vanity going on there with the mirror. That door straight ahead goes to the hallway. We'll see that here in a second. And then over here is going to be the actual toilet and the tub shower combo. And I love how there's a door here. So if somebody's using the bathroom, you still can get, one or another child to brush their teeth, which is cool. If we go this way through the loft, we'll have the last few bedrooms. So right here is going to be the next bedroom, also a pretty good size. To be honest with you, a lot of the secondary bedrooms in this house are gonna be quite large, which is nice. You don't necessarily see that too often with new construction. Over on this right side is gonna be another nice little walk-in closet. And then you actually have a true Jack and Jill right here. So I actually think this is probably the best fit for this home to have multiple shared bathrooms, because again, like this is gonna be more than likely for the kids and their friends. So to be honest with you, they don't all need their own bathroom. Regardless though, we go right here into another bedroom, pretty good size. These rooms are gonna be back facing, so they face towards the back of the home. And again, a nice walk-in closet on this particular room as well. Straight ahead is gonna be the thermostat for the second floor. So again, 2-zone AC unit. If the kids are not at home, maybe they're with grandpa and grandma, right? You can turn the AC off up here. This is gonna go to that other bathroom that I said was like a hall Jack and Jill. So boom, right there. And then right here is actually going to be that like quiet area I was talking about. So another flex area, maybe this is where they play video games, so it's further away from the heart of the home, or maybe this is where they study, do homework, read a book, whatever the case may be. I'm glad that they have an additional space up here that they can lounge in if need be. And then it does have another closet right there, which is quite nice. And something else I want to notate is in this floor plan, this could also be a 6th bedroom if you need it, right? It's already 5 beds, but if you need a 6th bed, you can definitely do it with that space right there. Nonetheless, last bedroom right here, pretty good size as well. This one unfortunately does not have a walk-in closet. It's gonna be a single hanging closet, but still overall an awesome home. And let me show you this last linen right here. So linen closet tucked right there. Let's go back and check out this loft one more time just because it is insane. Boom, look at that. Like I mentioned earlier, Ashton Woods is one of my favorite builders in San Antonio, and I'm sure you guys could tell why after checking out this gorgeous property, but definitely want to hear what you guys have to say. So go down below, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, and your favorite feature of this model. Alongside that, if you're looking at making a move to the greater San Antonio area, I want to be your real estate resource of choice. If you go down below in the description, you'll see a link to book a Zoom strategy call. And if you're watching on a TV, you can scan the QR code on screen. Please don't hesitate to reach out so I can put a tailored game plan and go over all the options here in San Antonio for you and your family. If you want to check out a model similar to this one, click here and we'll see you on that video.